Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by Apex Irons from Callaway.
Hey there, I'm George Savarickas, and this is your Golf Central update. The Iceman cometh. What a season it was for Patrick Cantlay, as Cantlay capped off his best year on the PGA Tour, winning the FedEx Cup for his 4th win at the Tour Championship. Earlier today, Cantlay named the 2020-21 PGA Tour Player of the Year as voted on by his peers. And it's not like Cantlay would have much time to rest and relax, because the PGA Tour season has already kicked off. That is the new season for the 2021-22 edition. Begins in Napa, California at Silverado Resort and Spa, familiar venue, but under a new title sponsor, the Fortinet Championship, formerly known as the Safeway Open. Let's hear from some of the guys in the field who are making their PGA Tour debuts this week.
It just brings, so many emotions of, all the years of work, all the years of grinding on the mini tours and then development tours, and then all the way up through the Korn Ferry. Just a lot of memories, a lot of things put in perspective, a lot of gratitude, and mainly a lot of excitement, ready to go.
Yeah, a lot of emotions. Luckily, I was able to get up here a couple days early for the rookie orientation and stuff like that, which I think has kind of eased my nerves these last couple of days. If I kind of came on property on Monday, I think I would have been, kind of thrown into something I wasn't used to. So, no, it's a lot of good emotions. I mean, it's just a bigger stage. There's a lot more infrastructure out here, just kind of taking it all in, honestly. So I'm super excited about the week, but it's a beautiful week out here, so I'm just kind of taking everything in.
Can you describe a little bit different outside of the ropes? What does that look like?
Currently, what we're doing right now is one of them. But just, going to the airport and getting the courtesy car, that's one thing. Just the ease. Everybody it seems like everybody's here just to help you out. Everybody's here to make everything that you do that much easier. And not that wasn't the case on the Korn Ferry. It was. It's just on a bigger scale here. A lot more resources, a lot more volunteers, a lot more staff, different things like that. I think the most surreal moment, this kind of sounds silly, but the most surreal moment yesterday was picking out my name brand golf balls that I use on the driving range to warm up. We've been. That's just, I don't know. It was one of those moments that it kind of hit me. It's like, oh, this is different. This is nice. This is nice. A little perk.
I'm just kind of looking to get off to a good start. Just kind of get my feet underneath myself there on Thursday and just kind of have fun with it. I mean, I definitely am, out here to compete and try and win, and I think I have the capability to do that. But, when Thursday rolls around, I'm going to be extremely nervous there on the first tee shot. And, once I kind of get my feet underneath myself and just kind of get rolling, I think I'll be ready to go and hopefully put together a good week.
Well, there's a 1-week break between seasons. In that 1-week break, Billy Horschel went over to play on the European Tour, and all he did was win their flagship event, the BMW PGA Championship, becoming the first American to win a Rolex Series event, thanks in part to a final round 65 for that one-shot victory. After the round, Horschel told a reporter he never got a call from U.S. Ryder Cup captain Steve Stricker, informing him he didn't make the U.S. Ryder Cup team this year. Earlier today, Horschel joining Golf Today and talking about his emotions over the, quote, no call.
After the BMW Championship at Caves Valley, I was 17th in the points. And then I went to Eastlake and I played well, finished 9th. I think my stats guy added the points up. That would have put me to 14th on the points list. I thought, going down, going into Eastlake, I thought there was probably about 6 guys playing for the final 2 spots. Jordan, Xander, Tony, and Harris were probably 4 automatics. And then I felt like there were 6 or 7 other guys playing for 2 spots. And I thought I was one of those guys. And I thought, in my mind, he may just give a couple calls to some of the guys that were close to being picked. And obviously I wasn't very close, but I was a little gutted. I was a little ticked off. And I mean, it's my thing. It's not Stricker's thing. It's not anyone else's thing. It's my thing. And I was a little upset, and I had a little, extra motivation. Not that I really ever need it, but it surely doesn't hurt when I can grab onto something like that.
On the European side, here's what the 12-man team looks like for Captain Padraig Harrington. Good blend of experience and youth, and you have rookies like Victor Hovland and veterans like, say, Sergio Garcia, who also joined Golf Today earlier.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a nice experience to go through, being a vice captain and see what everyone has to do outside of playing it. but at the same time, it was one that I didn't want to repeat too often. There's nothing like being a player in the Ryder Cup. It's amazing. It's the best event we have, and I wanted to make sure to not give too many chances to the captains to name me a vice captain.
Your captain, Padraig Harrington, Sergio, he tipped his hand quite early in the year, saying that you and Ian Poulter were foremost in his mind when it came to the guys he wanted to make sure were on that team. Did that put more pressure on you to perform and kind of deliver in the captain's faith during the course of the year?
I wouldn't say so. I think that at the end of the day, what I wanted to do was to play as well as I could and be as consistent as I could throughout the year to make sure that thought that he had in his mind didn't change. Obviously, my goal was to make the team on my own, and I was very close of doing that. But at least I wanted to show him, and I had some talks with him throughout the year, and I wanted to show him that I wanted to be a part of the team. I made 2 or 3 changes in my schedule to give myself a better chance at making that Ryder Cup team. And fortunately, I got the pick, but I obviously would love to qualify on my own.
Sergio, next week as you're preparing for Friday, how different is your prep at a Ryder Cup, your practice rounds, even your range sessions, scheduling, all those things, than it would be, say, at a major championship?
I don't think it's that different, to be totally honest. I think once you get there, it's different because the atmosphere is totally different from a regular event or even a major. But when it comes down to practicing, you're still doing the same things. You're still doing your nice preps and a couple games with friends here and there to get the juices going of match play and stuff like that. But other than that, you still have to hit the same shots. It's just a matter of doing it at the right times and making the putts at the right times, and just helping your team as much as possible.
Sergio, we hear a lot of chatter these days about how personal relationships can impact a team, particularly with the Koepka-DeChambeau narrative on the other side. We had Padraig on the show yesterday, and he said that you and he did not always have the best relationship, but it never impacted a Ryder Cup. Is that something you have to make a conscious effort to put to the side during the week of a Ryder Cup, or does the momentum of the tournament just push it aside?
I think it just comes within. Once you get there, you forget everything. And yes, and don't get me wrong, I want to say that the last 4 or 5 years, Padraig and I, we've had a much better relationship, and I put myself probably at fault because obviously I was young and I wanted to win majors, and he kind of got a couple of majors from me, so it kind of made me feel bad. It's not like he's a competitor. He was trying to win just like me. So it wasn't anything wrong there. But, I think once you get to the Ryder Cup, you, at least on our side, you forget about all those things and you just put your arm around, and he was great. He never, when we're at Ryder Cup, he never showed me like he didn't want to be around me or anything like that. So, and I didn't show that I didn't want to be around him either. So, I'm obviously much happier where our relationship is now. I think that we have a nice, healthy relationship, and I guess we both a little bit older and a little bit more grown-ups, and we enjoy our times together.